During an interview this week, Steve Bannon spoke with close Donald Trump ally Kosh Patel, and Steve Bannon, obviously a very close ally of Donald Trump as well. And the two of them openly admitted, and keep in mind, this was actually prior to Donald Trump telling Sean Hannity that he was going to be a dictator for just one day. Before that even happened, Bannon and Patel, in an interview on Bannon's podcast, admitted that Donald Trump's threats to abuse his power once he gets in office are not in fact threats. They're actually things that Donald Trump is going to do. So, in other words, all of those horrible things that we have been warning you about, Trump's closest friends are saying, yeah, he is going to do that. Let me read you this exchange between Bannon and Patel. Bannon says, "Do you feel highly confident that when you go back and as a senior member of this administration, President Trump's administration, starting in the afternoon of the 20th of January of 2025, do you feel confident that you will be able to deliver the goods that we can have serious prosecutions and accountability?" And I want the Morning Joe producers that watch us and all the producers that watch us, this is just not rhetoric. We're absolutely dead serious, Bannon said. You cannot have a constitutional republic and allow what these deep staters have done to the country. The deep state, the administrative state, the fourth branch of government never mentioned in the Constitution is going to be taken apart brick by brick, and the people that did these evil deeds will be held accountable and prosecuted. Criminal prosecutions. Kash, I know you're probably going to be the head of the CIA, but do you believe that you can deliver the goods on this in a pretty short order of the first couple of months so we can get rolling on prosecutions? So, to sum up what Bannon asked, he's like, hey, Kash, you're going to be put in a position of power. You seem like a pretty corrupt guy. You going to abuse that power on behalf of Donald Trump? Patel responded, yes, we got the bench for it, Bannon, and you know those guys. I'm not going to go out there and say their names right now so the radical left-wing media can terrorize them. But excuse me, the one thing we learned in the Trump administration the first go-round is we got to put in all American patriots top to bottom. And we got them for law enforcement. We got them for intel collection. We got them for offensive operations. We got them for Department of Defense, CIA, everywhere. We're going to come after you, whether it's criminally or civilly. We'll figure that out. But yeah, we're putting you all on notice. And Steve, this is why they hate us. This is why we're tyrannical. This is why we're dictators, because we're actually going to use the Constitution to prosecute them for crimes they said we have always been guilty of, but never have. Told you so. I mean, honestly, like at this point, that's my only response to what these two deeply evil human beings are saying. And yeah, this is evil. This is dictator speech. And of course, this is why when Donald Trump goes on Sean Hannity's, little exclusive interview and he says like, I'll be dictator for just a day. No, you won't. No, you won't. Your friends are sitting here admitting we're going to have a top to bottom change. We've got the lawyers. We've got the staffers. We're going to take over the Department of Defense. We're going to take over the CIA. We're going to use the Constitution to actually violate the Constitution and persecute our political enemies, whether they're in the media, because they did specifically single out Morning Joe and MSNBC, but it's not going to stop there. It never stops there. There's always the first they came for the, you know how it goes. That's what this is. That's what we're looking at with a second Trump administration. The man, as I have said, will never leave office again if he gets back into that office. And every single one of us, unless you are a MAGA hat, MAGA flag waving, Trump cultists, all of us will have targets painted on our faces for them to come after. They're promising that to us now.